my name's Monojack. I just wanted to show you today a little sampler that I've been working on over lockdown. It's based on a circuit by Peter Edwards of Casper Electronics, and yeah, I've just taken that circuit basically and put it into Eurorack format. But whilst doing that and speaking to him, we've had a few discussions, and yeah, he's given me some good ideas of where to take this module. So I thought I'd get this version, first version done, just to learn a bit about, you know, making a module. It's my first module, first time I'd sent off to China to have anything made. So yeah, quite pleased with the results, but yeah, still a lot to learn from it. So it's a very simple sampler, just records 16-bit audio files, but it's kind of a novelty because I noticed that there weren't really any real-time samplers in the Eurorack marketplace. So I thought, well, this is something that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I've built 5 of them, and I've got a couple in my system here to try out. So the way that I found really best to use it is to sample a sampler. So I've got the Bastille Grandpa, just playing back some nice atmospheric sustained sounds, and I'm going to sample from that. So if I hold down the record button on the first one, and then we can hear it. And what's nice about it is by taking a sample and kind of copying it, kind of create these harmonies between the two. So that's with the first one, and I've got both of these tape samplers running from a buffered multiple of the output of the Bastille Grandpa, and then we'll be able to hear the second one coming in now. And then if I take away that original audio, we're left with you know, a version of that original sample, but we can use our expensive sampler to move on to a new sample. There's 2 different ways of playing back the sample. I'll just get one go. You can either trigger to play back the whole of what you've recorded, or if you want, you can send it a gate, and it will just open and close it for that time. There you go. So yeah, there's 2 different ways of playing back the sample. Something that kind of interesting that I noticed about it is when you take a recording, so we've got our sample playing. If I move the pitch knob around, see, it'll record the weird little pitch warps that you put into it. Another way of doing that is it takes CV in, so I can then CV modulate, you know, the pitch of this weird modulated version. Which I thought was kind of interesting. You can also loop the sample. And another weird function about this is it can be used as a very, very lo-fi filter, but it's not really intended for that. Anyway, that's my sampler. What I'm hoping to do with it next is protect it a bit more by using comparators on the inputs. I've made a new voltage kind of control system for the CV in, so it's it tracks, well, it doesn't track better, but it's a lot more stable. I've combined the two function switches into one, which is good. I've put buffered inputs and outputs on it. The whole thing's just generally working a bit better. Also, you might have noticed a little bit of clipping at the start and the end of the sample. I was able to get rid of that with a few capacitors in the right place. But yeah, it's all in all interesting lo-fi little sampler that doesn't cost a lot, and you can get in your system for about 55 quid. So I'm going to be selling these version 1s for 55, including the postage to the UK, and all the money that I make is going to go towards basically sending off for this new version. I've already designed it, it's on a breadboard, but yeah, for 55 that's what you'll get. All the parts working, and yeah, hopefully I can get this next version made and released fairly soon. Thanks.